Okay, so if you are now watching the recording, welcome. We are live here on Sunday evening. We've just been talking about protecting yourself from scammers that are always going to exist. One thing I would encourage everyone to do is that even if, let's say, you did accidentally, share details that you shouldn't have done, albeit obviously accidentally, as I say, if you're using locked money and using our multi-signature vaults, you would still be protected if you're using them essentially correctly. And you might like to
Yes.
know that at our blog, and that's one of the reasons it's called locked money, because we want you to know that your funds are always locked and only you have the key, even if your MetaMask or your Rabi wallet got compromised. If you're using the multi-sig correctly, essentially in how we've created it, then you will still be fine, which is absolutely mind blowing when you get your head around it. So it really will protect you. Um, and I would encourage you to watch a short course that I've made. It's at our blog, which is linked to on our main site. That is all about securing your wealth. If you haven't watched that course, try and I know we're all busy. Try and carve out, an hour this weekend and grab your favorite coffee, your favorite beverage, and a notepad. I always have my notepad here. I'm quite old school. I still make notes anytime I learn anything and just go through it. And then maybe add the multi-sig to your vaults. And then again, if the worst case thing happens,
Right.
you've got this lovely feeling that you're still protected. Was that a question I hear coming in from
Okay.
somebody?
Rebel in.
I think I'm just going to have to quickly mute everyone again. So, uh, all that said, thank you very much for being here. We love the fact that you are here. We're going to try and keep this call. Well, we will keep this call to 45 minutes. I'm seeing a few comments from David. I think David saying the flashing light in the background is a distraction. Is it really? My lightsaber light. Oh no, I don't know what to say. I think David's joking, but thank you for that. I know Stu here, Stephen rather. Stephen is a big
And
fan
I
of it.
was
So
just watching now the list of members who are in this call. And for example, I have seen there is a guy with the name admin. So it just reminded me that there are sometimes cases when people join in our Telegram group
mm.
and they put a name admin pretending to be admin. And I'm not saying this admin is a fake or something, but whatever is in their name, you never trust, always verify. And you can easily check who are real admins in Telegram group and continue from there.
We've got a few things we want to go through today. As always, if you have any questions or any clarity at any time, just feel free to, interrupt and ask a question, or you can click the raise hand button. We're more than happy to answer your questions at any time. We want to quickly talk about the multi-chain capability and what exactly that means that is now live, which is very exciting. I also want to quickly talk about the price of the Lot Money token because I've seen a few comments about that in the group over the past week. So we'll come to that. We've got a little update on our AI, and also we've got an exciting campaign that we're going to give you the chance to win some prizes on. So in no particular order, let's quickly talk about the multi-chain. As you may well know, until about a week ago, Lot Money supported any assets on the Base network, and the Base network is the fastest growing blockchain out there. Everything is building on Base, but there are, of course, other blockchains as well. There's Ethereum, there's Polygon, there's Arbitrum, there's lots of other blockchains. And now we're supporting, I think we've added 6 other blockchains as well. All this means is now that if you want to, we were talking a moment ago about having multi-sig security on your assets in Lot Money. That was the case if your assets were on the Base network. But now if you've got, let's say, I don't know, BNB, let's use BNB as an example. Now, BNB at the moment is doing extraordinarily well, and I suspect it's going to continue to go even higher. CZ, the kind of the boss of Binance, is saying this is still just the start of things. So my point is, like all of our assets, they are very valuable, but we want to make sure that they're protected. So BNB can now be stored. BNB is on the BNB blockchain, and you can now add that blockchain to your vault. I'm not going to go through how to do it right now. You may have done this already. It just takes a quick couple of extra clicks. And there is a course at the blog going through how to do this. Let me quickly ask in the chat, is there anyone here that maybe has added the multi-chain to their vaults? I'd just be interested to see. And don't no problem at all if you haven't. But let's just see. Yes, I'm seeing me. Oh, Igers has. Yes, Igers. Hey, well done. I have as well. And it's just exciting to do. At the very least, how often, Jed's already mentioned it on this call, how important is it just to educate ourselves on this space and at least understand, oh, that's interesting. I can now add another vault, sorry, another network to my vault and therefore store my assets on that vault as well. Um, Thank you, Igers. You're a mind reader, my friend. I was just going to ask that exact question. Igers has put in the chat the link to the video course showing you how to do this. I say video course, it's 2 videos, and you'll probably only need the first one. The second video, incidentally, is I've also seen a few quick questions from some individuals that could not see the ability to add multi-chain. That's a very easy fix. Without boring you too much, that's dependent on when you created your vault originally. If you created it before a certain date, you will have had an earlier version of our vault that does not contain the multi-chain capability, but it is easy to add multi-chain to your vault, all explained at that link that Ike has put in the chat that you can also access at any time at our blog. Jed, do you want to add any thoughts on the multi-chain?
Yeah, just enjoy the functionality. I mean, nothing else to add. It works like a charm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great. Just try it, even if you haven't created the vault on other blockchains yet. Try to do that. Don't be afraid of clicking the buttons inside
Good
the
advice.
platform and get used to it.
What I particularly like about things like this and the constant addition of features and benefits to Lot Money is it's allowing us the opportunity, me particularly, to amplify even more the message of Lot Money to other communities, to other people. Because like any business, any business only grows through users, through people being aware of what it is. So
Yes.
that's really where we are at, really for the next, well, I mean, it never stops, but certainly for the next 12, 18 months. It's now all about, letting people know. The AI is coming live very soon. I think that's going to be the final pieces you want. We're not going to stop adding, but then we're updating our website as well, which is going to look completely fresh and it's going to amplify more the banking, the multi-chain, the AI. So things like the multi-chain now being live, particularly for those that maybe been in this space for a while, it's such a benefit, particularly when your assets are protected. So that's the multi-chain. Anybody have any questions on the multi-chain? Because I'm always conscious I don't want to, be controlling the conversation. Leah is here. I picked on you just as you're drinking, Leah. Don't you hate it when that happens? We were messaging earlier as well. Are you well, let me ask you, how are you feeling, Leah? Have you had a look at the multi-chain? Is it something that you would add to your vault? I know I'm just picking
I've
on.
been missing in action as always because I belong to other communities trying to, balance things out. But
Sure.
no, I have not. I just copied it and put it so I could look at it.
Okay. Well, we'd love
And
to
I
know.
probably don't because I was one of the original ones in the original vault. So I obviously I don't think I have it. So
Well, you do have it, but you won't have it on maybe one of your original vaults. So you can
gotcha.
essentially create as many vaults as you like. There's no charge for that, of course. And then you could transfer any assets you have maybe in your older vault to your new vault. Won't change anything other than the fact they're in a different vault. And then you have this added functionality. Or just keep your assets where they are in the original vault and create a new vault for any subsequent assets on different blockchains. It's really whatever.
So much easier that way.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've got an original vault and I'm keeping it as it is. And then I've got a new vault for things like BNB, for example. So great having you here, Leah.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Um, how are we for time? Okay, we're making good time. I want to talk about AI and this competition we've got coming up in a few moments' time as well. But let's quickly talk, Jed, about price as well, because the Lot Money token has dipped a little bit, and I know that some, not all by any means, some get a little bit nervous when they see a price fall a little bit, which of course is par for the course in crypto, as we all know. But just for the record, I don't even bat an eye at all in any asset, whether it's a red day or a green day. If we're in this for the long haul, and I'm talking a few years, not crazy, crazy, crazy long, but for at least a few years. When we zoom out, even little dips, you're not even going to notice them. But I do understand for some, particularly if they're new, it can be a little bit of maybe, you might think, why's the price fallen? Jed, what's your thoughts on price action?
Yeah, you know, when it comes to volatility in crypto, it's also part of the game. And that's how, you know, crypto is probably one of the most volatile market. But speaking about the prices when they are down, you know, I'm speaking from myself personally. You know, those are the days when I was the happiest because I was always building my crypto portfolios, not when the prices are up, but exactly when the prices are down. And because this, you have to play against the market, so to say. So, you know, it's even for BNB, for example, you know, before it went to over 1000, there been times when it was below 200. And during these times when, you know, when the Binance was sued, when CZ was sent to jail.
Went to
So
prison, didn't he?
yeah, nobody thought that, you know, BNB would ever recover from that, and everyone was pretty much writing it down already. But this was the time when I was buying BNB the heaviest.
Wow.
Again, so you have to play against your mind pretty much because it can feel scary at times, but you know, it's crypto, it's normal, it happens with every asset. So why the price is lower? Uh, I think a couple factors came into place. Mostly, I would say during the last month, there been more intense sales from our KOLs because you know, initially when we just launched the token, KOLs had allocation as well,
These
and
are our, if I may interrupt you, these are our influencers, ladies and gents, just so you're, in case you're unsure. We had like an army of people that helped promote a lot of money when we went live, and they got some tokens as, you know, as a reward for that, but were
yes,
locked for a certain amount of time.
and usually KOLs are the very first ones to sell. It doesn't matter what kind of project they are promoting, they are the first to sell. That's because the only thing they care about is their reward and not about the longevity of the project. But in our case, you know, we were able to postpone their selling action because I had some kind of control over them until the vesting of their allocation was still active. But as soon as this vesting was completed, you know, the control went out of my hands, and I seen that they've been selling. Some did not. Some are actually, you know, they became long-term friends with us. But I would say, those who were least effective, those were the first ones to sell.
Funny that, isn't it?
So this was one of the reasons why we see the lower price, and also the scammers. Again, the scammers, you know, I based on my calculations during this year, over the time and since we went live, they been able to steal and sell over $100,000 worth of assets, and they likely, not likely, but for sure they also you know, stole other assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. So in that regard, they've been quite successful, and that's, again, I want to emphasize the importance of being on top of our game every single day, because when they steal from you and they sell, it affects our liquidity pool as well. So it's not only you who has been hurt, but also the community. And you know, in some cases, they've been able to get access to wallets where the vesting was active. In other cases, they've been able to get access to wallets where the staking was active, and they are able to sell those tokens on a daily basis. But that's about it. Again, all I want to say, when you see the prices are lower, you have to understand, you have to identify that this is a long-term project, and this is a time when you want to accumulate your assets. And if you see the potential in this project, so maybe it's a good time to buy to get more of the tokens. But other than that, I don't see any any damage or whatsoever. We are just doing our course of action. We are building the platform. The idea is that we want to increase the price and increase the liquidity through the services that are used in our platform, because when individuals are buying the token, they are buying to sell it at some point. But when the buying volume will come from the services of the platform, so this is another case, and this was the plan since day one, and we are just following our path. When you see the prices are a little bit down, just you maybe want to get more of the tokens. So that's simple answer. But other than that, there is no drama at all. Ethereum is now in accumulation phase again. It can dip even lower, because before any massive pump, it's always a massive dump. So you have to understand that, and this is across the board of all crypto assets. So it would be bad if the token went only up, because even myself, I would lose confidence in the crypto asset, because I would just think that it will dump at some point anyway. So for me, the buying opportunity is when the prices are down, not the other way around.
Great breakdown, Mr. Jed. Thank you very, very much for
Maybe
that.
anyone has any question on that, so I'm happy to talk it through with you guys.
I see a good comment from James in the chat. Says one user was pointing out in the Telegram channel, the problem is more about the super hyped early messages, like an early video about staking from Chris, where incredible profits were promoted that might have made people lose their minds and put money into it with a passive income mindset again. And how so I'm not sure the question.
Maybe I will answer that.
Yes.
It's actually, since day one we were talking that our staking, I don't know if you are listening clearly what we are talking. So it was our staking is not for you, it is not rewarding you as a dollars. It is rewarding you as a tokens, store of value asset, and the long-term hold. So the staking is a way for us to distribute our supply. So there are plenty of community members who are doing it right, and their balances are growing, even if the dollar amount is fluctuating, but their tokens, the amount of tokens are always increasing, and our APRs are still amazing, to be honest. Yes, during the first days, it was like astronomical, but we also told that it will decrease. We were telling it was not a secret. Now it's a little bit lower, but it is still amazing APR. And like I mentioned, at some point we will discontinue single asset staking as soon as we finish, as soon as we develop our AI yield making machine, as soon as we test it, and this will be the time when we will stop the single asset staking, stop accepting new deposits, and that will mean that all unused supply will be burned, removed from the supply. So again, you have a chance now to get more tokens. It's like DCAing. It's like dollar cost averaging without spending more dollars. So
We're
as
going to be
simple as that.
we're going to be talking more about the single asset stopping, closer we get to it, what that actually means. But as it's been brought up, can you clarify, Jed, that those of us that are in the single asset staking, how will that work for those that are staking the single asset token
Yeah, so it will. So, for example, when the day will come for discontinuing single asset staking, that will mean, for example, if we would discontinue it tomorrow, so that would mean you can still make deposits today, even for 2 years, but from tomorrow, there won't be any more possibility to make new deposits, and you will still be able to receive your yield for 2 years if you will stake it for 2 years, but and that will be it pretty much.
Yes. So just to be clear, anyone that has staked, it essentially does not affect, it's just stopping new opportunities to single asset stake. And as Jed said, that will also mean that some lot money tokens will be burned, which reduces the supply, which of course is good for the price of the lot money token as well.
I think it will be burned around maybe like 15-20% from the supply. So this is a huge number.
That's huge. I didn't know that. Gosh.
Yes. Well,
So,
because half of the supply is staked.
mm,
I mean, half of the supply is dedicated for rewards for staking. And so, now it's still less than 1 year
mm.
while it is, running. I assume it will continue running for, we will continue accepting deposits this year. And maybe, yeah, and that's about it. So pretty much we will reduce the lifespan of this staking by at least by twice.
I'm going to quickly share something with you as well, changing the subject for a second about our AI. As I think everyone knows here, we are going to be adding a new paid category. It's only going to be $15 a month. It's called the premium plan. It will have many features, including access to an AI assistant. There will also be access to an AI assistant on the free plan. So there will be benefits on the free plan, but the premium plan at $15 a month will include many features, including, as I think you know what I'm about to say, AI autonomous trading. And there's going to be different levels of trading. You'll be able to copy other traders. There's lots of things that you can do. And we are heavily into testing it right now. And I've shared this in the groups. You might have seen this, but this is just a quick little look of um, I doubt it's actually going to look like this when it goes live, but I thought you might enjoy seeing this. It just is going to be easy on the eye. This is how the AI assistant would look. You can chat with the AI. You can ask any question you want about the markets or about locked money. There's going to be AI news, so you can have the daily news simplified if you want, just with a click of one button. You can track other portfolios. If you've got a particular favorite person or trader, or you'd like to see what others are doing, you can track other people's portfolios and maybe literally copy that trading. And then there's the AI trading itself, which will have different tiers, whether you want to go in a little bit aggressive or maybe want to get say in the medium term, or maybe you just want to be a bit more conservative. And it's very simple how it works. All you will do is you create a new vault and fund that vault. So you might create a new vault and put, I don't know, $100 in it or $500. And then that is the vault that your AI assistant will then trade depending on what level of trading you want. Jed, every profitable trade as well, is it a 1% fee?
No, it will be,
Is it,
well, this is exciting part. So when it
it's
comes
10, sorry.
to AI trading, but maybe before I answer that, I seen a question from Rob in the chat,
Okay.
and he asked, why will we stop LNY staking? So we are going to discontinue only single asset staking, and pretty much like James replied to you already, we want to have lower emissions, meaning the lower selling pressure, because some of you who are staking are selling their tokens yield, and some of you who are staking are compounding it. And whatever you choose, it's fine. But we just want to have lower selling pressure when when for the next cycle, pretty much. And that's why. But we will discontinue it only because we will have another tools how to make profits, and I think it will be even better for our LNY token. But we will keep LP staking. LP staking is, again, it's not it provides value, not only emissions, but it also provides value because we are like a bank here, and I want to keep that. that idea live for the full life cycle of 7 years. So yeah. So now when it comes to AI trading, uh, other platforms who are offering some kind of yield making, they are taxing the initial investment, and this I don't like at all. I don't think this logic is very right. What we have decided to do is that we will tax only the profits. So, for example, if you have deposited, let's say, $10,000, and now your balance is $11,000. So you when you will be withdrawing this excessive $1,000, it will tax by 10%. So anything below your initial investment won't be taxed. But if you are making profits, so it will be taxed. And this 10% tax will automatically buy the LNY token from the market and put it into reserve. So this will be pretty much generating, AI will be generating volume for us, all I can say.
That is very exciting. And our AI team, I spoke to them just on Friday, working very hard to get this released. We're
Yeah,
able,
it will be fun. It will be fun. It will be. Can you turn on that screen again?
of course.
Because it's not only about the AI trading, but so, for example, this AI tracker, I really believe that this will be useful for everyone. So imagine you have you can find wallets of successful traders, or maybe huge whales, or maybe you have your own wallets, maybe five different wallets. So you will be able to put that portfolio into this tracker, and AI will be always doing analysis how this portfolio is behaving, what kind of suggestions maybe it has and things like that. So it will be like your personal assistant, so to say, as well, who will be educating you about successful crypto journey.
And we are hoping to have this live. We're not going to say a date, but certainly by the end of the year. So if not,
I hope so, because the time is running fast again. I don't like these dates, when
no.
we pretty much put the pressure on ourselves, because in my opinion, uh, the quality is much more important than the speed, especially when we are dealing with real money. But yes, we are having some great results. But yeah, as soon as it's ready, it will be ready.
Let's also, we're going to do something a bit of fun for the next week that we'd love your help with, and everybody can do it, and it's very, very easy. We haven't even really got a name for this, but essentially, what we would like to ask you is we want to encourage you to share anything that you like about locked money, your thoughts. Maybe there's a particular element of it you like, something about locked money. And we are going to be checking all of these posts. I'll tell you how we're going to do that in a few moments' time. And then we might run this for a couple of weeks. We'll then just pick some posts that have been particularly, let's say, how would you describe it, Jed? Posting a lot of engagements. And we're going to send out a pack of Tangem cards to 10 individuals as a thank you. That's worth about $60, by the way. And you can
And maybe
use
a t-shirt as well.
and maybe a t-shirt. Let's be crazy. I mean,
Who knows?
it is coming up to the winter. Perfect weather for a t-shirt, after all. So, so, um, so it's just for fun, just for there's no, you don't have to go and register or anything like this. But we'd like you just to say anything that you think about lock money, and it can be anything straight from your heart. Now, in case you might be thinking, do you know what? I don't really kind of I like the guys and I sort of understand what they're doing, but I wouldn't know how to word that. A few things. Firstly, I would encourage you in our Telegram community. If you're not yet a member, please join. You can join it. Just go to locked.money, the main website. There's a link at the bottom. But there, every single day, firstly, Igers and myself and Jed are very active. But every day, I always post a 60-second update. You might have seen this literally every day. And so just, scroll back. You can see them. There's always a nice big image that says 60-second update. So there's probably hundreds of these over the last 300 days or however long it has been that Telegram group's been live, and each one of those will share something about Locked Money, so that will give you a good kind of overview. And some of them are just as simple, some of them are even how do you explain Locked Money to your friends? So I think you'll really find that helpful, so I would encourage you to do that, and also just share your personal feelings. You might just, it could be something like, I enjoy the Sunday night get-togethers. It's unusual that we can see the faces of people. That's extremely unusual in this industry, by the way. Most people are kind of are hidden, as you might know, and you don't really know who you're talking to. But anyhow, there is no right and wrong. We just want to encourage you to post really anything that you feel that you'd like to shout about Locked Money, and you can post it on Facebook, you can post it on X, you can post it anywhere really, but we would like you to put a hashtag, so that's how we can easily search those channels to find all the posts. So anytime you post anything, put a hashtag, then either put LMY or literally the words Locked Money, and then that means we can go to Facebook and search the hashtags that have got LMY and Locked Money, seal the posts, and then that's how we will decide, oh look, that post from David was really popular, or Janice wrote that, or Zoran wrote that. So have a little think. There's no right and wrong. We'd love you to share, your thoughts about Locked Money, what you think about it. Maybe you want to emphasize one of the benefits from the AI that's coming soon, or the fact that banking access is here, or the fact that your funds can be easily protected. You can have your own vault, and all this is for free. It's really up to you. Jed,
Yeah,
your thoughts?
all we want to is to have our communication channels a little bit more active, and with that, we want to reward you. So there won't be a day when we will pick like 10 winners. We will be picking randomly any day. If we will see some kind of nice post, we will pick you. So be active, because we want to create some buzz around Locked Money, and when we are too silent, there of course there won't be any buzz, but just be active, and that's about it, and choose your own channel where you want to be active, whether it's Telegram. I know some people are not very comfortable with writing in Telegram, because then scammers are attacking everyone who is writing. But if you are not comfortable in Telegram, just post a message on Facebook, and yeah, just be active, and we will reward you.
You could, if you wanted to. I know Simon Newcomb, for example, has written some great blog posts. So, Simon, that would be, let us know, share them somewhere, and if it's on X or anywhere really, we can retweet what you've written as well. So please don't feel shy, even if you've never done this before. It's a social media world we live in, and yeah, we just want to kind of amplify the message, as I've mentioned that term before, a few more time, more over the next couple of weeks, particularly. Yes. So let me ask. I'm going to ask.
Zoran, please tell us something. I see you are too quiet now. Your son is probably in the background, so tell us,
I can
how is
see
your
him.
life?
Hello to everyone. Nice, nice. I'm very pleasant with Locked Money. I want a t-shirt.
Maybe we will have goodies as well, because Chris made a
Oh.
good
One
point.
large one, the largest.
Soren's very quickly to mention his size there. I need a large one. A hoodie would be great, actually.
Yeah,
Get some
I
hoodies.
will be going to Spain in a couple of weeks. I will ask my wife maybe to prepare some hoodies. Why not?
Oh,
Because
yes.
I would enjoy one myself as well.
Yeah.
So
Now
Good idea, good idea.
that I'm going to be posting now, and you'll be like, Chris, you can't take part in this conversation. But Zoran, could you post something over the next 7 days? I'm going to hold you accountable here.
I think I will.
Oh, that's wonderful. I like to hear that. Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
And Stephen Brodie, I'm going to pick on you as well, my friend, up in Bonnie, Scotland. Could we get a commitment? It's very unfair of me to throw you under the train like this, Stephen. I apologize. I'm just literally picking on you just because you're a lovely human. Could you post something over the next 7 days? Or you're muted again, Stephen.
Steven the Superman.
Stephen the Superman.
I absolutely will post. It'll be an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, brother. That'd be wonderful. Thank you, mate.
Just a wee quick one on the Lock Money t-shirt. So I wonder if Jed's wife could custom one for me in Superman blue.
We will see.
Anything can be done.
Absolutely.
Anything can be done.
Most grateful.
Stephen,
Just
thank
a
you,
wee
mate.
quick one on the Lock Money token price as well.
Yes, of course.
When I look at this, I'm sitting licking my lips. I absolutely love it.
Exactly.
Totally, mate.
Licking my lips, man. It's
I
just
love
amazing.
Yeah.
When you think about, I participated in round 3 as well, and the token price was 0.0015, I think it was, and I'm going to have to wait like another year and a half for the time that all drips in. I'm just sitting here, licking my lips and being able to purchase it at pretty much that price right now.
Yeah, and the idea is also it's not only that all private rounds had a good price, but also when if you are with us since day one, it's not only about the price, but also about the yield what community was able to get. Because now, after more than half a year after, people are having many more tokens in their balances. So when you count that as well, so probably the break-even cost for the tokens would be like, I don't know, even 70% cheaper even compared to this price as well. So all I am saying, build up your bags, because it was always, we were telling that, we are preparing, we're establishing ourselves for more cycles to come. And this cycle is for establishing, for developing the services, for expanding in the market, for exposing ourselves. And hopefully, next cycle we will be enjoying the fruits of it.
I mean, I've said to you guys many times on the calls, I consistently purchase more tokens. Because I'm looking to really capitalize on the compounding for as long as possible to really build my bag, so man, it's just amazing when I see these prices. And I've said many times, I've been constantly purchasing more from the TGE, and not just relying on the drip fed tokens. I've been looking to take advantage of the compound right from the off, so constantly buying more.
Yeah, and all the September in the crypto markets is all most of the time is red, so I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum will start pumping again, next month, and then those prices will be gone as well.
Yeah, amazing. Very grateful, guys. As always.
Appreciate as always, your very wise, kind words, Stephen. Thank you, mate. Do I was just thinking, DeFi is probably the only industry in the world where we can say in a public arena like this, we're looking forward to exposing ourselves and not get in trouble. It's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, awkward silence fell there. I can see David shaking his head like, what are you saying? Anyway, guys, we love having you here. So any questions, any comments? I say this all the time, no question too silly. If anybody would like to share anything or ask anything, now would be the time. Otherwise,
can I jump in for that again?
Of course you can, mate. Yeah, of course, Stephen.
It's slightly off. Well, it's not off topic. I missed your live call on Wednesday about the providing liquidity.
Oh, yes, that was.
Can you post a link for that, please?
Well, do you know what? I won't. I suppose Jed knows about this. I probably won't because I want to keep it totally separate because that's the thing with CryptoStew. Message me separately.
Okay.
We can work that out. But yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, thank you for that.
Appreciated.
Not at all. Does anyone here have anything they would like to ask or say or share? Otherwise, we're at 44 minutes, so we're looking in pretty good time here. We will begin to wrap up. Mr. Jed, how are we feeling generally about the markets at the moment?
Bullish. I mean, it's bullish. It's normal what is happening. Again, if you would look at the historical data, you would see that it's never only ups, it's ups and downs, and usually the September is the red month. So that's what pretty much we're facing now. And before any up, it's always red. So it's bullish, and I do believe we still have maybe 4 months of bullishness before the markets will start correcting, because it's usually 1 year of readiness and 3 years of greenishness. So that's where we are. I think we are still looking few months ahead of huge upswings.
Yeah, I feel that as well. I can't quite believe we're so close to Q4 as well. I mean,
Yeah, it's too crazy.
it really is. So, all right, ladies and gents. Well, we're at exactly 45 minutes, which is wonderful. So, without further ado, I will put this recording on our blog. I'll put it there in about an hour's time. As always, can I just say thank you so much for everyone giving up a bit of their time, whichever time zone it is you're in the world. Could I also ask, I know I ask this most girls, we just put our hands up because it looks nice for kind of like the kind of the photograph of like the recording. So that looks wonderful. So thank you guys. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So we'll see you all on the next call. Appreciate you very much. Thank you, I guess, for answering the questions in the chat also, mate, as always. And thank you, Stephen and David.
Bye.
Simon and Janice and Sanya and Marilyn. Hello, Marilyn. We never got to speak today. Lovely seeing you, Marilyn. And Juan and Leia and many here without their cameras on as well. So thank you for joining us. We'll let you get back to your day. All the best from Jed and I. Take care. Bye.